Bros in Cars. Join AB, Show, and Swole every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time at Swole55_ on YouTube Live, where we discuss post and future car shows, various car topics, a few serious talks, and a ton of shenanigans. That's Bros in Cars every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time at Swole55 YouTube Live. Show up and don't be average.
What up, y'all? It's time again. Another episode of Bros and Cars. In case you missed it, let's get into this recap.
We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about, man. We had some fun this weekend, man. It was a good weekend. We went different directions Saturday, but we came back together and got some convo in. Hey, Nikki, what's going on, Nikki?
Hey, Nikki. Don't be bad today.
Well, you know she
gonna ask for it. Too late. Oh man, yeah, I did see that.
I saw that, bro. Listen, man, look, when that one dude in that 300 came up the ramp and got to the top of the ramp and started spinning them tires, I'm like,
that's it.
This ain't gonna end well. This ain't gonna end well. So when they was leaving, I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
I saw the videos and I saw a couple of people went live with it. Bro, you know how it's gonna end every time, bro. Every time they start spinning them tires, disrespecting the property, it goes all the way downhill. And what's funny is, well, not funny, it sucks, is that Stunner is, although he came from the number one stunners, or at least the founder of the stunners, with the bikes and all the things they used to do, he's not there with the car. So when he has his car shows, he really want to have he want people to have clean exits. He don't want all the burnouts. Because it ruins wherever he's at, right? So all the different places he's had Stunner Jam, he can't go back.
None of them.
So now he had a real good thing going on the rooftops. The last rooftop, no, I want to say the last year, the one before that, something happened. They had just revving loud. The cops are called, so we had cops come through. And then this last one, man, where they was out there acting a plumb fool, man, leaving. I mean, burning out. It was crazy. If you look at the videos, now he can't have his last one. His last one canceled. He can't come back.
That's terrible.
Listen, this is a great spot, but the burnouts ruin it. They don't want that, man.
So let me ask you this. Because this is the common theme. No matter the event, it does not matter that it is a muscle car show or it's a show that's put on by someone in the, I don't know, not JDM community, European community, classic car community. It does not even matter what community is put on for. You still have to worry about the same thing with bad players in that. What is it that you feel is the thing? Is there a thing that we can do as if we're going to host these events or for hosts for these events that they can do to hold people accountable? Is there even such a thing?
Well, I think what Zay is doing at his, I think that keeps people in a really good place. He's creating an environment, just like at Midwest Fest. There's an environment where they're going to have a place where they can go and do burnouts and do things like that. That creates an environment so that they can have a safe space to do that. But when you're pulling out, when you're in a garage or this garage space, burning your tires out, this is somebody's property. And listen, there was no tire marks on the ground in the garage. No tire marks on the ground until the guy came up the ramp and spent his tires, right? And then it was everybody's leaving. There's tons of tire marks now right in front of the place. Now this place looked like it was a drag strip. They were lighting them up leaving that place, man. They were lighting up leaving it.
But again, I mean, I get the drag pit and I get or the drag strip and I get drift pits. I've been to events where you had drift pits, you had all this stuff to get out there, take your car out there and just light them up, burn through many sets of tires if you wanted to. But you still end up having some chaos. And I've had events where there weren't any chaos. Of course, not all of them have it, but I've seen the places where they don't have it. And I can't recall if that was more heavily monitored by law enforcement, if that had more to do with it, or if it just was the caliber of people.
But that's always an option, right? So if you have the cops there was some, we even been to a few events where they were leaving and they allowed them to just take off pretty hard. As a matter of fact, when we were leaving Triple F, when Catfish and I went down to Triple F show, actually in Chicago Car Guy, you leaving, they wanted you. There was cops on the side of the road. There was people on the side of the road. So burnout, people taking off real hard, burning their tires, whatever the case would be, that was the norm. When we were leaving Rex's show, for a moment, you had all that burnout happening until the cops came, right? That one vehicle took off, burned the tires, cop pulled them on the side of the road. So you're gonna get people that's gonna take chances of doing it. And I think it's car community stuff, right? You get around all these cars, people want to hit a tire. Most time, people are not bringing cars out that are slow, that are just cruisers. There's a lot of really fast cars that bring out. And the cars that were, if you look at the videos, it was old schools, man, with the big tires, big motors, lighting them up on their way out of Stunner's events.
Well, this week we got into one of those conversations because we actually did attend Stunner Jam's, I'm not gonna say Stunner Jam, but Stunner Reese's rooftop party. And I did cut out before it completely ended, but we did hear the aftermath. And so we're talking about an interesting topic because we have attended a lot of car shows this year. I attended a lot of car shows this year. And what's tolerated and what's not tolerated really depends on the event. But the question is asked, how do you have it where you can host an event and get across to people what is actually tolerated from the event and maintain that atmosphere that allows you to keep coming back?
And forgive me, a moment ago, I did say caliber of people. My intention was to say caliber of cars, because you just hit it on the head with the fast cars. Most cases you come to these car shows, people have some power under the hood. Have done
tons of power. I mean, that's part of the show, right? It's Catfish always say, let's take a look in the jewelry box. When you pop the hood, that's the jewelry box. And those motors, some of those motors, although they're beautiful, a lot of them are big, man, with lots of power. And to his point, and that was one of the biggest parts right there, you in a business district doing that, you're gonna get complaints from every building because all that noise echo and bounce off of all those buildings. Of course, and when they light it up like that, man, you're creating a nuisance. It's a problem.
So is there an answer? Have we? Because I don't think anyone has come up with an answer or come up with a way to hold guests or participants responsible. Is there a way to do that?
So as you see, that is an actually interesting conversation that we're having. And my question to you is, chime in the comments below. What do you think can help reduce the shenanigans at the end of car shows? That way it doesn't leave a bad taste in the people in the area's mouth or the people that's hosting the event or just the public, period. Because remember, we all love cars and we all want to showcase our cars. But at the same point in time, we want to have events that we can showcase them at that don't get shut down. But here's a little bit more for you on that.
Is there an answer? I don't know. If I had to judge based on all the shenanigans that Stunner had to go through with his shows and having to hop from different location to location, I'm surprised that this one lasts as long as it did. Like he had the rooftop for what? This was his third event on the rooftop, but the fourth one is canceled. I would say it was always Dodgers. Not this time. You should have seen all them GMs coming out that building, Nikki. They were clowning, man. They were clowning.
Okay. Well, there is no answer. That's what I get out of that.
I don't know if there's a true answer other than
there isn't. There really isn't. There really isn't, because there's only so much you can do to hold people
that's
accountable.
Just it. How do you hold adults accountable?
Yeah,
how do you hold those adults accountable? Yeah. How do you hold those adults accountable when you put out the rules ahead of time?
Yeah.
We're kind of talking about, Stunner's last rooftop is canceled because of the shenanigans that happened when people were leaving. And how do you hold people accountable for, what they're doing? Like when that guy came upstairs in that 300, that burnout, he should have been escorted right out. You're going to hold him accountable. I don't know. Why didn't he do it? Was it the money that he received already? He don't want to lose the money? Nah, in my opinion, he had to go. So because think about all the other opportunities he's going to lose for that one person. Make an example of you, show how everybody else should be treated.
I was going to say one thing that I know growing up with some people that own businesses. They would rather give you your money back and escort you out, even if it means you've already eaten a meal and you just take the money back and go. I'd rather lose that situation than lose a whole opportunity. So I agree with you. When he came upstairs and did that burnout, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he
should have been escorted out, and that would have set the tone for everybody else. Now I did see, I forgot who video it was, might have been Zay's, them doing a burnout in a parking garage.
Yeah, dude, they was in that red Charger, just lighting it up. Yep.
And so I won't say I'm surprised, but it goes both ways. And I say that to say that I heard you talking about it beforehand, like with Triple F. So and you know what's going on with me behind the scenes. But just sitting down talking with the alderman and the precinct captain, I'm like, you gotta, just to keep the drama down, you gotta give them a block to leave like that. Yeah. And if you don't have that conversation beforehand, you begging for drama. Yeah. Because you can't be real with yourself and say, I'm gonna host something that big like that, with that environment, with the type of cars that's coming, and not expect that.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible.
It's kind of impossible. So it's either you work with law enforcement to make it as tolerable.
So here's what I was going to say to that, because one of the things I did like, so we're at that event, and then remember when everyone was leaving, it pretty much was staging for folks to peel out. Now, if I remember correctly, law enforcement was nearby at a certain period of time. So I don't know if they had a window to do it, because after a certain period of time, that's when I feel like I saw
what's up, bro?
Law enforcement then pulling people over, but they had a window where people could do it. It looks like.
Yeah, and then when they stopped it, when they shut it down, they shut it down. Like somebody came out trying to do something. Yeah, they came and got them.
Yeah.
Me and Three, what's happening with you, bro?
So yeah,
I'm 300, baby.
Yes, sir.
Who is this?
He back
Me
up
and Three with that loud 300. The 300 is louder than the M3. Now, for you guys that's been following, me and Three is my man Swole, the guy from New Orleans, and I love to mess with my man AB about his M3. But today, I think he started writing a check to his. You know the phrase.
Probably is. I wasn't going for the loudest M3.
Huh?
I bet you I get any of y'all on that track.
We're in the middle of the live, man.
It'll be a different story, and I ain't talking about a drag strip.
We're in the middle of my live.
Say that again with confidence.
Let's get on the track.
You don't want that drama.
Let's get on the track,
man.
for real. That's what we handle the drama.
You don't want that. You have no arrow, man.
First off, you can have all the
You have no arrow.
Who don't have arrow?
You don't count that little front split as some type of arrow. You have no arrow for a track.
Look, hey.
I'm gonna let you speak your confidence right now. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this right now.
That's right. Get your words correct.
Without arrow, it holds its own on the track. Now, when I do put arrow on there, that's a whole.
But guess what? You ain't got no arrow. We talking about real tracks. We ain't talking about that little parking lot set up with cones.
I bet you I can do it with what it already has, right?
You're gonna be on the side. You're gonna be on somewhere, man. I've seen what the M3 can do.
Evidently,
I was at the Atlanta track at Atlanta Motorsport and doing the M3 slid right off the course. No downforce. You got the high elevation exchange.
We cannot account for tires. We cannot account for the driver himself.
We cannot account for the M3 being a bad vehicle on the track.
Bro, I
trying
can't
to put out performance.
Talking right now because we're not on the track. So when we get on the track, I put my helmet on, slap down that windscreen, and we get to driving. Let's do that.
And may the force be with you.
I can't do nothing.
Crazy. All right, so listen.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Part of the reason we go to these events is to actually enjoy ourselves, but we also run to friends, and I guess this is part of the reason why you wanted to not turn out or go south. So since we go out to support Stunner, we know Stunner, and I feel like part of the reason why we're having this conversation is because it also covers future things that we're trying to do or bring to the channel. Check this out.
We had a good time, man. So listen, let's talk about that real quickly. Although the craziness really, and listen, man, I go there to support Stunner because I think he put on some ridiculous events, right? And unfortunately, it takes one bad apple to, well, actually more than one, a few bad apples to ruin it. But you got to catch it in the beginning. And I think that's the key. The plus is I got an opportunity to hang out. Man, it was so many people there. Danny was there. The Real New York. It was so many different people we got to hang out with, and you can't go wrong with when you have those events, those times. Hanging out with my little bros, Pimpin' TV was there acting a plum fool as usual.
Yeah, Trap House was booming. Fly Roy the Trendsetter was there.
Yeah.
Fly G Money was there. It was just a ton of people there. 32 Gang was there.
Your Auto Enthusiast was there, Spirit.
There you go. Spirit only. Hanging out we had a table with my bro Zay from It's Raps. So we had a real good time, man. It was just a real good time, man. So outside of just the craziness, of course, we had a good time hanging out. That was Sunday. Now, Saturday, that's on you, your Auto Enthusiast, man. Let's talk about what you did Saturday.
Man, I had a blast Saturday.
Man, I want to hear this. I got to hear this.
Man, well, so BMW put on an event. It was called M-Town Tour.
Same here.
And if you're familiar with any of their electric cars or even hybrids, the XM, which is the big sedan, the big SUV, that was the main star of the show for some. But the M3 competition was the star for a lot of us. Now, the big thing about this was most times when you go to like a BMW Ultimate driving experience, you go to the autocross track and all that kind of stuff, and you drive BMWs, but hardly do they let you drive M cars. So that was the big to do for this event. So
we laughing at New York, man.
No, I saw that. So we water fast. I saw that. Oh man. Well, y'all water fasting because I'm definitely not.
I got an opportunity to see the XM for the first time. Well, we got the opportunity to see the XM for the first time at the CCP show, and it's big, beautiful SUV. They put so much technology and really cool features on the inside, man. How was the ride in that thing?
The ride was actually very, very good. It's planted. It is weird. It's weird because it is a planted vehicle. It sounds good. It looks amazing inside. You look like you feel like you're in a captain's chair. But the thing is, you do know it's big. You do know it's big. That's just a point blank. Sometimes you get in a big vehicle, you don't really realize it's as big as it is, just because of how it moves.
Yeah.
But I feel like because of the way BMWs are designed, because of their handling for like tracks.
I like how he slid that across the table.
He tried to slide that in there. You saw
Not
that?
only did he slide it, but he paused. Yeah,
Waiting for the response.
With my hand up. Woo, we're going around.
he paused for dramatic effect.
That's the part. That was the part about the XM. It's planted, but it's like, man, I know this thing. I know this thing is big though.
I've been trying to hold back the comments. Let me get it out. But go ahead.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll touch on that again. But it was very overall. It was very nice, but it was not my favorite. It actually was not my favorite of the four. So what I'll say is, so we test drove the IX. So it's the IX M40 or M60, excuse me.
You like that, didn't you?
The IX is very plush inside.
Yeah, that's the one that you said when I was talking to you. You liked it over
that
the
was
XM.
very plush. That is,
it's a small car. He don't like big vehicles. We kind of figured that out.
I mean, I don't have a need for a X7 or an XM. I don't have.
I see, because you bashed it. It's a very nice car.
I didn't bash it. What are you talking about?
You said it's too big. It feels like a big. It's big.
So you want to twist my words?
All I heard was it's too big. It's really big.
Oh damn!
You need a water fast.
Very nice
You better water fast.
And actually, y'all stupid. And actually, where's my water? Here's my water right here. Here you go, water fast. Y'all want water fast? Actually, of the four, the IX actually holds the fastest time. And I don't remember. I actually don't remember the time, and I want to say it was a 0 to 60 that they were talking about. So it actually holds the fastest time of those that were out there. So that's actually pretty good.
And just like every other episode, no matter how serious the conversation gets, we always find a way to have fun. And that's one of the things I think that makes us unique, or should I say different from a lot of other conversations and podcasts I see, is we actually have fun with each other. And we find the ways to share it with the community. And as you see, people actually do chime in the chats and join in the craziness.
You see what the young said?
I'm trying not to read his comments. He gonna make me laugh.
That's what she said.
I was waiting on somebody to pick up on that. I was waiting. I was not entertaining that.
There we go.
Oh,
that's the magic question right there.
When we go,
hey, let me know, because I gotta see the M3.
Okay.
Not perform.
I tell you what. Let's see what's happening, because of what's already happening in the background for me over the next few weeks to a month. I got to get that tied in. So unfortunately, it may not even be this season. It may be.
You know, we about to hear. Hey, Swole, it's about to be Katrina.
No.
Here we go, bro.
Remember, he said, I'm about to get rid of it. Maybe not. It's going to be gone, and that's how we're not going to make it to the track. It's going to be, the transition fault.
Katrina took it.
Katrina took it. It's cool, AB. I love you,
so now, just as a note, M3s have been synonymous. They've been known for having their problems on courses.
What's that?
M3s.
You talking about your car, man?
Oh yeah, let's go back to the E46 M3. It has subframe issues.
Yep.
You have
stability issues.
You have
driver issues.
You have
all type of issues.
Stop.
You know, Tom Long, the photographer that was taking pictures of cars after Volo, he said that thing just sucks money out of him, his BMW. But now he got
all the work he did to it.
Yeah, he's got tons of aero and he tracks the crap out of his car. He races that car a lot. But he also has a lot of aero on it. Tons of it. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
get that thing stuck
really?
Man. But that's the problem with it. That's the problem that M3s have, man.
I'm not gonna say it.
He just gonna sneak his in. You ain't slick, bro. You ain't slick, bro. You ain't even getting off the hook for that one, bro. You ain't getting off the hook for that one.
I wasn't even trying to sneak in, man. I was only giving an example of somebody that has a BMW
we were talking about common problems. People talk about,
and it sounded like he said, "Your problems is you don't have tons of aero."
So that's your takeaway. That's on you. That ain't on me. That's you looking in the mirror. That ain't got nothing to do with
Hey, all he heard was what you don't have. He was like, "Oh, he got this, but you don't got that." It's like what you said and what he heard was two different things.
He said, and this is how he said it. He said, "Yeah, Tom Long, the camera guy that came around and took the film."
I want to hear what you heard. Go ahead.
He said, "Yeah." He said, "Man," he said
he got a track monster. That's what I heard.
He said he done put loads of money in that car. Like, yeah, look at what all he done to it. Yeah, it's got a lot of aero. He tracked it. He talking about no maintenance stuff. No maintenance.
That's what you heard.
He said nothing about no extra. He said nothing about no fast parts, no tools.
I mean, I know you put a lot of money in your car. I seen you at the pump several times.
Just kill it.
That's where all his money goes.
Just kill it. I sent you. Didn't I send y'all?
Hey, what happened when we met up? Where we go?
Didn't I send y'all a video the other day?
To the gas station.
Straight to the gas station.
Oh man, I sent y'all something just for you, talking all that trash.
Here we go.
Do I have it in here?
Did he do some homework and come prepared?
Yeah, bro. Course, I think he did. I think he did.
Y'all slipping.
So Catfish went to the he had the honor.
Didn't I show y'all that?
See? Look.
I'm at the gas station. You see a pump near me?
That was before you went.
Anybody can bag up and take a picture.
I didn't go there to no pump.
You want to see my picture?
I think that was either before or after.
You
show your picture. Show your picture. Show your picture. I want to see your picture.
You set me up.
But as always, we love audience participation and feedback. We encourage you to comment in the chats. And we get a kick out of it. And we like it when you guys chime in and have fun with us too. So, chime in the chats so we can have fun with you guys as well. Like I said, we encourage it.
Track,
I agree with you, Nikki. I thought that was his common issue too.
I told you not to start.
Don't get Nikki started. You about
I
to
didn't
get
ask. That was a demand.
Yes,
don't start. Good.
Oh my Lord.
I thought his common issue was batters. Wow. I had to say that out loud and just laugh. Goodness. Leave me be. Man. Leave the Alpha alone. The Alpha has no battery issues anymore. New battery.
I think that's why he didn't drive it the other day, because he was scared it was going to stop. That would have been bad for the Alpha to be dead at the BMW event.
Well, first off, they already knew I had the Alpha.
I didn't say they didn't. I just said if it would have died at the BMW event, you would have been a press release.
It wasn't going to die.
This is why you don't go against the brand.
No, you bring. I got to bring the brand to the brand's event.
Nah.
Oh man, what up, Jalen?
So you telling me you're gonna rent a Mustang and take it to a Chevy event?
Mm-mm.
Okay then.
I just sold with the Santa Fe.
The hybrid.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick recap, but I got to get up out of here. Don't forget to tune in and watch it live so you can join in as well, or you can always watch the recaps and comment in the comments below. Either way, whatever works for you. But as always, ICNV Drivers Edition, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the ICNV Drivers community. We have fun on this channel. We also have a lot of topics and things we like to share. And if you ask me questions on any one of my social media platforms, I will respond. And I may end up making a video about the topic you brought up as well. But as always, chase your dreams, build your visions. Don't let anything anyone say discourage you. It's okay to be unique. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you in these streets. Peace.